A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. Of course, we bring extra talk to your life. Society is built on humans, and humans make up the family, so we always try to bring life issues at the family level, which is what makes the society. I am King James YiYE this morning with me,
Mmemshima King
and Mehetabel, Favour, Amamieye.
Right. So we are going to be looking at life's basic needs. Everybody knows, I think almost everybody knows, the three basic needs of life for humanity.
Yeah.
They are what?
Food,
clothes
and shelter.
Right. So what we have asked people is, well, let's say the economy gets bad and worse and worse and worse by the day, and you are to drop one need. You just need to drop one. We know you need three, right? But drop one, and that's what we're asking people. Life's basic needs, but of course, what they consider the least of their lives' basic needs. You know, so is it shelter? Is it clothing? Or food? So people are dropping one actually, and let's see how they look at it. Alamashagodibi team is there to ask them, but you too can tell us if you must drop one of your life's basic needs, which of them would that be? When you call 08084 275464, that's 08084 275464, then you tell us if things really get bad and you are to drop one of life's basic needs, which one would it be? Of course, we'd love to hear the reason as well. So when you call, tell us that. We are also streaming on YouTube. We're live on YouTube, and you can find us there, youtube.com/@AskingRadio. This @ is not AT, it's just that sign. Yeah. Of art, and just put it there and Asking Radio, and then you find us. But if that's not so easy for you, come to Facebook. It's not our fault, those of you complaining that we're not streaming on Facebook. We've tried, it's not working again. We don't know. So we're on YouTube, but it's the same thing. You can watch us there and come back and comment on Facebook. Or if you're listening on radio and you're not able to call, you can come to Facebook and send in your comment. By the way, Memshi, today is your birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday to me.
So when it was Big Man's birthday and you told him happy birthday, what's his response?
He will tell me happy birthday back, or tell me thank you.
Well, I think he considers May as your birth month too. So if you tell him happy birthday, the same.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah, if you tell me mine is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's so special, right? I think people should look for wives that have a birthday after theirs, before theirs, and marry.
Okay.
Hey, don't go and say King James's wife is on the 14th, King James is on the 15th, then you must marry that one. And we planned, Big Man was supposed to be on the 15th.
Okay.
But COVID,
Unfortunately.
COVID made us to be in a rush and the way to do CS. We were not sure of the hospitals, so, but of course, that's that.
Yeah.
All right. So back here, life's basic needs, right?
Yeah.
People are removing one. So we go back to Alamashagodobi now to hear what people are saying and what they consider their basic needs.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
It's actually what they can do without
Yeah.
out of the three.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Jude Agaji. I would choose food and clothing, simply because if I have food and I have clothes, even if I'm walking on the street, nobody will know that I don't have where to lay my head. But if I'm walking on the street naked, everybody will ask, what is wrong with this guy? So for me, that is the reason why I chose the two.
What did he choose?
Food and clothing.
Uh-huh.
That was what he
So
picked.
you'll be going about
Yeah,
no shelter.
nobody would actually care if he's going about,
But
or nobody would know.
If they don't allow street people, how do
Exactly, that's another thing. Because I think his concern is that if he doesn't have clothes, people would be wondering why he's going about naked. So how about shelter? If someone is seeing you passing that same street over and over again, wouldn't they be concerned again?
Well, maybe he thinks that's the easiest one for him.
Yeah.
All good. So he goes with food
And clothing.
and clothing. No roof over his head. I see.
Rain will hit.
Okay. So given the economy, if you were to choose just two out of the three basic needs of humanity, which one would you drop? That's what we're asking. It's good for people to be creative by switching businesses.
Yeah.
So here too, maybe you just go into. And by the way, this focus, is from what we were discussing yesterday. So people said something similar, and we just go with them. It's called audience-generated content, AGC. Oh yeah. So we go to Alamashagodobi, right?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I will choose food and I will choose shelter. No, clothing is relative. It's relative. Clothing, you can use anything.
Is that what he means? So what do you think he wants to use?
Mehetabel.
Maybe leaves. Because it's not impossible.
So he wants to be Adam and Eve.
Yeah, he could use leaves, he could use sack bags. These days in high fashion, they would do it and it's like, wow, so creative.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the layman, it's like, oh, something is wrong with you. So it's still possible, just that it won't be so nice to look at.
Yeah. It
Well,
wouldn't be.
Why-
But it's fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Ghana must go.
Exactly.
You can use them, cement bags, and make something for yourself.
At least you'll be covered.
So I think so. His main concern is that he is not going to buy clothes. That's why he's saying it's relative.
Yes.
So whatever he uses to cover his nakedness, to him is clothing.
It's clothing, yeah.
Someone is here.
Hello, good morning.
Wow.
Okay.
So what's he using? What's he going to choose?
I don't know.
Right.
He called.
Okay, he's still doing dun 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 music. Okay, so it's 08084275464 on YouTube. Black Albino Graphics says good morning, King James, and the guest in the studio. If
Good
to
morning.
drop one out of the three because of economic situation, I'll have to drop clothes. I will drop clothes because I already have few.
Okay. There you
Put
go.
them on a
Hello,
cycle.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Adeza on the line.
Could you speak up?
This is Adeza.
Yes,
on the
Adeza,
line.
speak up, yeah. So, food, clothing, and shelter, which would you drop?
I will drop. I'll step aside clothing. You know
Clothing.
why?
Tell us.
There's this saying in Yoruba that he who goes to Baggy to buy clothes, whatever he buys there is an addition to what he was wearing. He didn't go there naked. At some point in time, you're not talking about. You're not talking about the foundation of life, and I'm making this way. I had been wearing something before, but right now, necessity has brought it to the point that, okay, I have to drop one. It's not, so I am not completely naked right now. But the most important thing, so I can wear the old ones, even if it's rag, whatever, I can manage them. I can step them aside. But shelter is very, very important. So you're not considering, you're asking that because of the situation, the hard situation now. So which one of them will I step aside and look at? That means that you're not talking about the beginning of life. So I have been wearing something, but right now, what's important is that, okay, manage the old clothes you have for the time being. Leave it, when life becomes better. But shelter is very, very key. And food, of course, without your stomach, you can't even do anything. So
all right.
That's the reality.
Thank you, Adeza.
Thank you.
All right, so he's saying that it's not as if we're asking that from the foundation of life, therefore he has something.
Yeah.
So even if you have a house, some don't. So say rentage, it means that the little money you are going to have going forward, if you must leave out something, let it be clothing.
Exactly.
Continue to wear your rags.
Your
that you
rags,
have and pay for
your accommodation
and feed yourself.
Exactly.
Wow. But I don't think people who deal in clothes, are they going to be happy with us?
Of course not.
I don't.
They'll be heartbroken.
Maybe they would switch businesses.
Yeah.
They would switch to either selling food or become landlords.
Exactly.
It's balanced.
Yeah.
Exactly, because it's not our making. This is what people are saying.
Yeah.
And we are here to actually open their eyes. Business owners open their eyes to the fact that people's interest is shifting towards one thing. So in case you are dusting your clothes in your boutique shop and nobody is coming, know that people are dropping that. It's no longer a basic need.
Exactly.
Somebody even said it's relative. Probably he's looking at his grandfather Adam
Yeah, obviously.
in the Garden of Eden.
And
he's trying to go back to the roots,
exactly.
real roots.
I'm telling you, no mistake.
Going back to the leaves. Extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. And of course, life's basic needs. There are three, we are told. I think money should be one of them now. There should be four.
There should be four: money, food, clothing, shelter.
Well, I'm not.
I think with money you can do everything.
Okay. So money is a basic need.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who do we have on the line?
Good morning, King James. Good morning, Mmemshima King. Good morning, Mehetabel, Favour, Amamieye.
Good morning,
Engineer
Yeah.
Right. Morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go on.
Right, let me call again.
We can hear you clearly. Okay. This is Engineer Akpa. We heard you clearly. So if you call back, I think you should just go on.
Well, yeah.
And say, because it's very clear here. Even though you couldn't hear, I was just make your point. I think that would be it. All right. So I'm just trying to add money.
Okay.
Nobody should listen to me
At all.
Nobody should listen to me. So basic needs of life have been there, and we all.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, go on.
Yeah, I can hear you better now. Good morning, King James.
Good morning,
Good morning, Mmemshima King.
Morning.
Good morning, Mehetabel, Favour, Amamieye.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, King James.
Good morning.
Happy birthday, Eve.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Thank you. Yeah.
I say happy birthday, Eve, King James.
Oh, thank you. Mmemshima's birthday is today, so.
Oh, you don't mean it?
Yeah, it's a birthday.
Oh,
today.
happy birthday,
Thank you so much.
Oh, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Your birthday almost coincides with that of your husband. So.
Yes.
It's like you people planned it.
I'm telling you. Thank you.
Food, shelter, clothes, which one to drop? How? What is the degree of dropping? Is it partial dropping or total dropping?
Total.
All the way.
Total.
Yes.
No, I'm an engineer, and I don't. I have to be specific. If it's total, none is possible.
Okay, let's say partial.
No.
Okay,
Let's
partial.
say partial.
Okay.
Then we can talk about it.
Okay, partial.
Can I talk on partial dropping?
Yes.
Okay, partial drop. A lot of people are saying clothes now. Let me not say clothes. Let me say food. Yes.
Okay.
You know why?
No.
Why?
Our Lord Jesus said, man must not live by bread alone. Yes. So you live by that means you can live by bread, not by eat alone. So I can drop food partially, cut down my food intake, and then to even enhance my health status.
Okay.
To shed my weight, and obesity will go, my heart will work well, my blood will circulate well, and that is how it is.
So if it is total, what would you drop?
I'll drop food partially. I'll cut down my food intake. That's all.
Total, you would drop what?
If it's total, it's not possible. People are saying clothing. If it's total, I drop clothes. You go naked, then you are a mad person now. You eat food, and you are in a good, then you upper. No. If it's total, it's not possible. Partial. I go on food.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So it's obvious that these are real basic needs of life.
Yeah.
Looks like you cannot do without one.
Without one, yeah.
Wow.
So when it's partial, at least you can choose one.
manage
For
it.
him, he said food, which would help his health status. Hello, good morning.
Okay.
It is the Lord's doing that both of you were born just at the same time for celebration of their birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I am of the opinion that the topic you are talking, that which one can drop among all, which is acceptable within the period of time. I think I can tell you that if you talk about food is so important. If you talk about clothes is important. And when you look at things very, very close, no man will like to be a mad person before any other person.
Yeah.
So I believe that by all those things, all we are going to do is that at the end, you have to think which one to drop. You can do fasting with food. You can do fasting with food. And you cannot do fasting with your clothes. You must wear clothes that will be properly okay.
Yeah.
And all those things can be okay. Like me now, there is no way Emeka will dress or will stay naked and go in the public. But I can stay hungry and go in the public. People may not know.
Yeah.
So I am of the opinion that partially, for a day, I think I will be partially leaving food in the name of I am fasting. But I cannot do fasting. I cannot do fasting with my clothes that I wear.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think the most important thing is how do you behave in the public. You know, there are people who eat anyhow. There are people whom you see them, they will eat this food now, later they will eat the other one, they will continue consuming. And all these things will create problems in their body. They don't know how, because tomorrow, when you don't eat, you will be more hungry. So you have to look for a way to make sure that you eat moderately. And eventually, you can still go fasting. But not the type of fasting you will go and have ulcer. You know, there are people who go fasting, they will continue fasting, they forget about their health status. And when they go fasting, now they will have ulcer. And at the end of the day, when you have ulcer, you have had more problems. You cannot do that fasting. So I am of the opinion that I cannot go naked, but I can try to do fasting.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So for Emeka, partially, almost like Engineer Kwa, partially to the food.
Yeah,
I like what he's saying that he can't do fasting with clothes.
That's true.
But he can do fasting with, with food.
Yeah.
So Black Albino on Facebook, I think he commented on YouTube, but it wasn't complete. He says that, good morning, King James, and to the guests in the studio. If I'm to drop one out of the three because of economic situation, I will have to drop clothes. I would drop clothes because I already have a few that I've been wearing over time. I can manage with those. But shelter is very important as food. In fact, I can say shelter is more important to me first, then followed by food. Clothes come last. Happy birthday, Mmemshima.
Oh, thank you so much.
James King, and happy birthday in advance to you, Sir King James. Thank them all.
Okay,
again.
thank you.
All right. So, back to Alamashagodobi team.
All right.
Let's hear what people are saying to drop one of the three basic needs.
I will go with food and shelter. Clothing is an option. I know some people in Den Gongola, Adamawa now, they were tying leaves, animal skin, by feeding well and sleeping in hut, and they were living good. Some even in caves. So clothing is not something one should bother too much about it compared to food and shelter.
So why Emeka thinks he can go publicly naked,
yeah.
Janapa as well.
Yeah.
And he is thinking that clothes is nothing.
Yeah, because there are some people.
Yeah, this is the second man saying this. Of course, this tribe is talking about, it was in the early 90s that missionaries even took clothes there.
Wow.
I think around 1991, 92.
Wow.
They were still living in caves.
Wow.
What about people in the Amazon?
Exactly.
They're still naked.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, living their life. Going
That's
to swim.
true. Yeah. They don't care.
No, they don't. You know. So for people like this, but we have not been naked over time.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you see
just
one naked man that said, that's King James.
Why you?
That's the owner of Speed FM.
Yeah.
Come on, people were going to run.
I think you have to explain that you're trying to
Cut
down.
Yeah.
Everybody will have to get the explanation.
I'm telling you.
Okay, guys, I'm not insane. I'm just cutting down.
Yeah.
Because of the economy.
Yeah.
It's me. You want to go and stand and interview people naked?
Wow, that would be horrible to even imagine.
All right. So back to more people here, and let's hear what they have to say.
I'll choose shelter and food now. I feel waka naked now. Now go the room. Me I go the waka dey go. Like madman. Hey, you understand? But if I eat, get shelter, where I go sleep. Waiting at the find.
I just love the way he just went straight. Like I go the waka naked now. I go the run.
Is this guy serious?
I think he's serious. After all, now you wouldn't want to see my nakedness go waka, but me, I'm fine. I have my shelter and I'm feeding myself, so I like it. Straight to the point.
Wow. I think we should listen to him again.
Of course, it's funny.
I'll choose shelter and food now. I feel waka naked now. Now go the room. Me I go the waka dey go. Like madman, hey, you understand? But if I eat, get shelter, where I go sleep, waiting at the find again.
I love how he was so factual and on point about it. Like, are you not supposed to know that I should choose to be naked?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Now go they run. I go like waka my tea they go. All right.
This guy. Anyway,
so
extra
funny.
speed you two can call 08084275464. That's 08084275464. And we're asking you, if things get really bad and you are to drop one of the basic necessities of life, which one would that be? And you've heard people saying that. Few people have said they can't go naked. They would rather go
fast.
And fast and empty. But this guy,
he doesn't want to joke with his stomach.
So he has said it as it is.
Yeah.
If he goes to enter bus.
No one look me. Go look me.
08084275464. We're also streaming live on YouTube, so you can contribute there as well. Let's hear from more people.
All right.
I will choose food and shelter because these are very, very necessary. Take a look at the animal world.
Before we go to...
Hello, Nigerians. Good morning.
Yeah, go on. Who do we have on the line?
This is Gogo Fanning calling the young green daughter.
Okay, go on, Gogo.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Mmemshima King.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man.
All right.
For me, I would rather drop food and go for shelter and clothing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us why.
Because I don't want to ever have any reason whatsoever for appearing shabby. And Nigerians would always address you the way you are dressed. And also, I choose shelter because you must have a good place to rest your brain before you come up with innovative or good ideas. So
that's my take on the topic.
Are you going to survive without food?
This one is just partial dropping.
Partial.
So I think I will cook.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
Okay.
You have a nice day.
Thank you.
So nobody's going to go for total.
Mm-mm.
So just-
Yeah, partial. I think partial is fair.
Yeah.
That's why they can drop the food.
I see. Okay, that's funny. So let's go back to the animal guy,
Okay.
the animal man.
Okay, yeah.
I would choose food and shelter because these are very, very necessary. Take a look at the animal world. They don't need clothing and they are surviving. Without these two I've mentioned, I'm telling you, you will not survive. Oh. You can't even live more than 48 hours. So animals don't have clothing. They just have the shelter and food. And they are doing well. And so I go with the animal version of it.
Why? What
The
makes him
animal
think
version.
animals don't have clothes?
I
They
wonder.
have their fur.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
feathers, you know.
Yeah.
But as humans, we don't have enough
But
hair
that's
to cover
that's
us.
what we use to even make our winter clothes.
Oh, exactly. So maybe you want to start plucking their feathers or cutting their fur and making something for yourself. If not, choosing the animal world to live your life.
And it's pretty harsh out there.
Yeah.
They are not. You would see animals that once they see humans taking care of them, they will prefer to keep coming back to the humans than their fellow animals.
Yeah.
Extra speed, and we're looking at cutting down, being creative in economic hardship. You know, switching businesses. We have dealt with that about 2 times on extra speed.
Yeah.
And of course, if there is any need for you to cut down on the basic needs of life, life's basic needs, which would you cut down? It's quite interesting what people are saying, right?
It is. It's
Everybody is
very
trying to,
interesting.
you
Yeah.
know, but it's just that part of partial cut down, partial dropping.
Yeah, but I
Because-
think
yeah.
even if it's total for me and I decide to go with shelter and clothing, I'll look for someone that has food and I'll visit person.
Nobody has said that because I was thinking that's even you know you can share with somebody.
No,
you have food, I have house.
No, things are difficult. So let people have their food. If you've chosen to be naked, go eat your food.
I would give clothing to the person that chose nakedness.
No, you don't
Yes.
have
to have
keep-
food.
No.
If I have at least another pair of clothes
No,
other
no.
than the one on my
Keep
body.
it to yourself. Okay, we'll go back to Mmemshima.
All right.
This is Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
I would choose food and clothes because clothes I can wear clothes so that will cover my body. I can't leave my body like that. And food is like life. Because if I don't eat food now, maybe I will be going to death or something may happen to me. So that's why I choose clothes and food.
Where's she gonna stay?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, because these are real basic necessities. You know, you may be looking at them lightly. But it's
Yeah.
now that we are, you know, x-raying and examining and seeing how people are talking, you discover that, wow, the people who designed those basic necessities knew what they were doing.
knew, yeah.
Perhaps it was God.
Maybe. Maybe we don't know, but we just met it.
Exactly. Because it's really difficult to do without. But again, people are living without clothes anyway.
Yeah.
Some cultures like the Amazon, we're still sure. You know, people are beginning to introduce undies for the women.
Yeah.
But I think that's a distraction.
So you think?
It is, because perhaps they may not know how to manage those, and infections will start setting in.
True. If they're already used to
Exactly.
something that's been
Yeah,
working for them
for them
so
for
long.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's no need to change it only
exactly.
a little bit.
So how do you begin to sanitize all those things that you are bringing to them? Come on, allow those guys to be naked. All right, so we move on here, and Mmemshima will still here with someone.
I am by name Tewa Sistella. I would drop shelter because I can't walk naked and I need food to live. So maybe I'll go with a brother that I've chosen shelter who squat.
Can you imagine this
That's
girl?
what we are talking about. Sorry.
Can you just
That's what
imagine
we're
this
talking
girl?
About. She will squat with a brother, not even a sister, a brother.
No, a brother that has shelter. Can you just see this girl's plans?
She has.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, King James.
Morning.
Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you very much.
And happy birthday to Mmemshima too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think those three basic needs, no days to be dropped. Even partially, you can't drop anyone.
Okay.
But I think I will go with food that people are saying. You cannot stay without shelter. And you cannot do without.
Okay, so we know that these are basic needs, we know, and it's obvious, but if you must drop one, which one would it be?
I think I will go with food, yes. Because shelter is very, very important. That clothes, you can't go naked.
So you drop food?
At least I will drop food. I can fast.
Okay, you drop food and fast.
Yes, I can fast.
Okay, so did you tell us your name? Perhaps not.
My name is Raymond, calling adjacent police division.
All right. So only God knows how long you can go without food. So you have shelter, and this girl is saying that she will go and meet a brother. Can you just imagine?
Where is she going?
That's a wise girl.
Where is he going to lie in her head? Where is he going to lie? On the street?
No. She says that she will have food and clothing. Then a brother that chooses shelter like you,
she would go and meet him. Yeah.
Maybe she will bring her food.
Yeah, then you exchange.
I think she should not change her mind that she know where to lie her head and to eat.
All right, thank you for calling, Raymond.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So this girl has plans.
Of course, she's a smart girl.
She has contingency in case anything goes wrong.
Go on. Let's listen to her again.
I am by name Tewa Sistella. I would drop shelter because I can't walk naked and I need food to live. So maybe I'll go with a brother that I've chosen shelter who squat.
This girl.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, once again, Emeka on the line.
Okay, Emeka.
From North Bank. You see, somebody who is saying that he will like to drop shelter. You also remember that dropping shelter, when you go to somebody's house for today and sleep there, tomorrow you go and sleep, 1 week you go and sleep. The next week, the person will start getting annoyed with you. Will tell you, say, this house is not meant for me and you. So make you look for where to stay. Or you will start demonstrating one kind life. I think at the end of that day, you will start thinking otherwise. It's good for somebody to be thinking about fasting. But not total fasting, not total one that you will have ulcer. You will have ulcer. So
All right.
Thank you very much. God.
Thank you, Emeka. Thank you. All right, so he totally thinks, well, if it is partial. Otherwise, food shouldn't be part of this.
No, but there's someone that had he had cancer and he went on a 21-day fast of just drinking water, and he lost because of no food to feed the cancer cells. They died.
Oh, really?
He lost so much water weight. He became even healthier. 21 days, no food. So it's possible to
Water
do a
is
total
life.
cut down.
Yeah.
Water is life.
Yeah.
Water is the food anyway.
It's possible to do a total cut down.
Water is life. So if you can go on water, that's understandable. Okay, someone is trying to call on the WhatsApp. If you can call back again, perhaps we just saw that call coming in. 0802 75464. That's 08084274565. 08084275464. That's the number to call if you must contribute. 08084275464. Well, we're not encouraging people to call on WhatsApp now, so no need of giving that one.
Yeah.
But of course, you can call and contribute. So we go back to Alamashagodobi and hear what they have to say.
All right.
Okay, my name is Asma Jande. Food, I'll choose food first because food is very, very vital to the body. It gives you life, it gives you energy, and it makes you have hope of life. Then secondly, I will choose shelter because shelter is very expensive to afford, but clothing you can easily improvise. You can stay in your shelter and eat food, stay in your shelter, and you have hope, you have energy, you will still survive fine. but you can do without clothing. Do you understand? Because it is not expensive. It's not that much expensive to get clothing, but it's much expensive to get shelter. But food is life. That is the most important among the three. Food first, then second by shelter.
Oh, wow.
But he's not necessarily making it clear. He's talking about how affordable or otherwise they are.
Yeah.
I wanted him to say, okay, I can stay in my house naked.
Exactly.
So how do you hustle to get money
That's another thing.
to get the food?
Maybe hopefully he would be a farmer. And
So
make
he'll be
use of
farming his home.
he'll be farming in his own home, you know.
Otherwise, you need to go
out.
Exactly. You
Go
need
to the farm, go to work, go naked.
Like that guy now who walk naked and everybody will be running.
We're coming back to that. 08084275464. 08084275464. The number to call if you want to contribute is extra speed, and we're looking at life's basic needs. You know them: food, shelter, and clothing. But we are saying, because of bad economy, assuming that things get worse, which would you drop?
Yeah.
You know, so being creative as the economy gets worse, just like the Nigeria Labour Congress saying Nigeria has been impoverished. That's power poverty, NEPA poverty. That we're used to it. In fact, they are challenging the federal government that the whole power Nigeria is generating is not enough for Lagos alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's serious.
I don't know if they know what they're saying, but they have said that. Okay, so 08084275464. Call now. And let's go back to Alama Shakudubi.
All right.
I will choose shelter and food.
Yeah.
That's all. Because shelter and clothes is all the same thing.
So what does she mean?
She said shelter and clothes are the same thing.
Yeah, so she said she'll pick shelter and food.
That was what she said.
So what does that mean?
I think once you are inside, once you have a roof over your head, nobody's gonna see you naked. So she feels they are the same thing.
So the whole house is covering her.
That's true.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So the shelter is covering her nakedness. So perhaps they are going to live in a nudist estate.
Right? It could be a collective of people that choose just food and shelter.
Yeah.
They will have their space and they will go about and interact with each other.
That would be really ugly to look at. Anyway, that's what they've chosen. So here on Facebook, Tezingo Frank Motors says, good morning, King James Yiye, Mmemshima King and Mehetabel in the studio.
Good morning.
Everything is important, but for me, I will drop clothes because I have some that I'm managing. You cannot do without shelter and food. Thank you all. Streaming live in Ikoyi, Lagos.
Thank you.
So, have you guys seen a trend here?
Okay, tell us.
The ladies, I think no girl has agreed to be naked.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
We have, I think, 3 ladies, I think.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
I will choose food and clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because clothes, I can wear clothes so that will cover my body. I can't leave my body like that. And food is like life. Because if I don't eat food now, maybe I will be going to death or something may happen to me. So that's why I choose clothes and food.
So the emphasis is there. I can't be going
about naked. I think we have much more to protect as women.
Yeah.
That's why.
Are they really protecting?
Yeah, why not?
To some extent.
What they're wearing now is it?
Oh
not
yeah,
as
that's
good?
true. That's true. That's true.
So they're already going about naked. So why is it a big deal?
Exactly.
Why is it a big deal?
I think that's an advantage for us to go fully naked, you know. So
yeah, I think designers should start looking at already the stuff out there.
Yeah, I think actually they're trying to practice them, you know. So.
Okay, but here is a reality. They are thinking that I can't go about naked.
Yeah.
But the trends, fashion trends, are actually making them go about naked like Eve. So the girls are saying, I cannot go naked. Listen to the second lady.
All right.
I am by name Favour Stella. I would drop shelter because I can't walk naked and I need food to live. So maybe I'll go with a brother that I've chosen shelter who squat.
Oh God, brothers. Say I'll go with a brother.
Not a sister.
Shelter. Not a sister, a brother.
Okay.
Okay.
So another one.
I will choose shelter and food. That's all. Because shelter and clothes is all the same thing.
What's that one saying?
I don't know.
All right. So for the men, I don't think any man, one man.
Do we have a man that said he wanted clothing?
No, they don't even care.
No, it's food and shelter.
Okay, no, it was the first man we listened to that he said he would rather eat and wear clothes because you can be walking on the street and people won't know that you have
food and I have clothes. Even if I'm walking on the street, nobody will know that I don't have where to lay my head. But if I'm walking on the street naked, everybody will ask, what is wrong with this guy? So for me, that is the reason why I chose the two.
So it looks like that's the, let's say the first man because
yeah.
we're not sure of the others yet. So he says he prefers
food
and clothing.
He's putting food and clothing over
shelter.
Over shelter. So that's what all the ladies.
Yeah,
they've chosen those.
And ladies, food and clothing. That's it. Shelter, they can always go and meet a brother. Squat. Yeah.
Okay. So for this guy, all the sisters don't have shelter. Right.
Yeah. Then this guy too.
Yeah.
He's not interested.
So wait, ladies are choosing food and clothing.
And clothing, yes.
Okay. All right. So this guy is choosing
food and
shelter.
And clothing.
Just like the ladies.
Yes.
Just like the ladies. Yeah.
Right. So this guy,
I will go with food and shelter. Clothing is an option. I know some people in Gongola, Adamawa now, they were tying leaves, animal skin, by feeding well and sleeping in hut, and they were living good. Some even in caves. So clothing is not something one should bother too much about it compared to food and shelter.
Right. So that's a man thinking that way.
Yeah.
Clothes, not an option.
Yeah.
I can do without.
Without, yeah.
Right. So this other man.
As far as I'm concerned, I will choose food and I will choose shelter. No, clothing is relative. It's relative. Clothing, you can use anything.
So out of 3 men, it's only one that is going the way of the ladies. Right. The other men don't care about.
They don't care.
Right. So this is the 4th man.
Yeah.
This is the 4th man now.
I'll choose shelter and food now. I feel waka naked now. Now go the room. Me I go the waka dey go. Like mad my head. You understand? But if I eat, get shelter, where I go sleep. Waiting at the find.
Nothing. They find anything. It's not waiting at the find.
As if he has a plan for
I'm
it. In
telling
case
you,
anything
yeah.
happens, he will just be like, okay, this is it.
All right. So out of 4 men, 3 don't care about clothes.
Exactly.
So we go with the 5th man.
Yeah.
I will choose food and shelter because these are very, very necessary. Take a look at the animal world. They don't need clothing and they are surviving. Without these 2 I've mentioned, I'm telling you, you will not survive. You can't even live more than 48 hours. So animals don't have clothing. They just have the shelter and food. And they are doing well. And so I go with the animal version of it.
Right, so that's the 5th man.
Yeah. Yes.
So let's go to the 6th man.
All right.
Okay, my name is Jande. Food, I'll choose food first because food is very, very vital to the body. It gives you life, it gives you energy, and it makes you have hope of life. Then secondly, I will choose shelter because shelter is very expensive to afford. But clothing, you can easily improvise. You can
Right. So we have had 6 men. And out of 6, 5 don't care about clothing.
Yeah. Just one.
And just one. Then we have Alamasha going to be just 3 ladies. And the ladies
clothing and
feeding.
food, yeah.
Yeah, they don't care about shelter.
They don't.
So the question is, why do you think ladies are thinking this way?
Yeah,
because they can't walk naked.
Exactly. And moreover, it's a man's word, so
exactly, yeah, even more
exactly
exposed.
So I get the food, I get the clothing, then I come and stay with you. There is no big deal.
Wait. Are you guys just saying this girl has summarized it all?
Yeah, I believe
this.
she has.
Okay. So, is she speaking the mind of most women?
Well, I can't say. For me, I think I would go with food and shelter.
Same, actually. I would
just like Emeka said, if the person is angry and the person kicks you out of the house, another thing. So food and shelter for me as a woman is important.
But she believes confidently that a brother would shelter
her.
Listen to her again.
I am by name Tewa Stella. I would drop shelter because I can't walk naked and I need food to live. So maybe I'll go with a brother that I've chosen shelter. Who'll squat.
Yeah.
I like the whole squat. We would squat. It's not as if I'm coming to stay permanently. We would squat.
So, but she has said it confidently. So, but most women, all the ladies Alamasha Godobi team, has spoken with, that is perhaps they're thinking because they are not looking at a shelter as. So the question is why?
That's what I'm saying. The reason is, as a man,
okay, the reason she has given.
Yes.
This is speaking for most women. That's
most women, yes, she's speaking for most women. I don't really think women would actually bother about shelter because the man is there, leaving your father's house to another man's house. So shelter is there.
All right. So if you are a woman and you think differently, you can call now 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464. We've got under 5 minutes to the end of xTRa speed, but you can call now and tell us what you think. Life's basic needs, and we're dropping one because of economy, assuming that things don't get any better. And you were told to, okay, we've grown up to know the basic needs of life. No one is in doubt. But hey, guys, things are terribly bad. So please drop one. And what would that be?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, morning. Who do we have on the line?
It's easier.
Okay. Okay, go on.
Okay, for me, I would choose food and shelter.
Okay. Why?
Because those are the most necessary things in my life right now. Clothes is let me say optional for me at this moment, so I'll go for food and shelter.
Okay.
So if it is total, will you go about naked?
In my house now, who is coming to catch me?
Nobody.
I'll go with food and shelter. I cannot have clothes and food and be walking around, so food and shelter.
Exactly. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Verin.
You're welcome.
All right. So
okay, so
that's another woman thinking
differently.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I asked women thinking differently to call. So if you're a woman thinking differently, call again 08084 275464. Please, men, don't call. I already know what you're thinking. Please, I don't want a man to call. Please, women should call now. 08084 275464. Before the end of the show, women, please don't disappoint me. 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464. If a man calls, I'll be angry. So, yeah. Okay, so women should call now.
Yeah. It's when she said, who would come and catch me in my house for me, you know?
Hello?
Oh, a man calling.
KiNG JAMES YiYE.
Yes.
I want to offend you after not calling you for a long time. Anyway, the last girl is very correct. The worst that can happen is that they will think you are mad when you are going to the market. So some very sympathetic people will cover you up. Definitely. Thank you.
You didn't tell us your name. Sounds like Elden Baukan.
Oh,
yeah,
that's true.
It's Elden Baukan, obviously. Hello.
Good morning, KiNG JAMES YiYE.
Good morning.
Happy birthday to your beautiful wife.
Thank you so much.
I love you guys. I wonder how you guys enjoy the office together, gisting together all the time.
It's fun.
Thank
you.
Sound like Igbo man in the market with the wife.
Yes, sir.
These are my kids.
Sorry I offended you. Said this is the ladies' time, women's time now, but I'm just so opportune to call now.
All right.
Okay. Me, I think I will go with shelter and food because, in fact, I will go with the food because I have shelter that will take my generation. My shelter will take all of my time. I'm already 48. I have a strong shelter. I have some clothes that if I stop dashing out can still take me to my 90s. So I think my problem is food.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us your name.
I'm Mr. Jacob Anchawe.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you in advance too.
Thank you very much.
Let me not be biased.
Thank you.
You guys will have a beautiful time.
Thank you so much.
I love Acting Radio.
Thank
you. We love you too. Okay, so they have offended me. And then ladies, okay, one more chance. Ladies, please call now.
Okay.
And before we go, 08084275464. 08084275464. Ladies, please call because time is going to be over.
You really have hope on the ladies, right?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so hopefully, hello,
a lady.
The call came in. Could that be a lady?
Maybe she's shy.
Okay, ladies, so we're just counting down some seconds, and if you can call 08084275464. Yes, if you can. Fine. If you can't, maybe call on my birthday tomorrow. So today, as we've been saying on the news, is International Day of Families. So what are we going to talk about family tomorrow?
A whole lot of things.
Okay, so let's look at the family. The family is a huge topic, and that's what we do here. So ladies have disappointed me.
Of course.
Well, Vivian came to my rescue that
She
time.
did.
Yeah. So it's time to just say bye.
All right, bye.
See you tomorrow.
We play the greatest music. 98.5 Speed FM.